Good day, folks, and welcome to my new channel. In this quick introductory audio, I guess video, it's not really much of a video, I'm just going to tell you what this channel is going to be and why I created it. So I'm basically a very amateurish day trader. Well, not quite day trader because I don't usually buy and sell the same day. I think they call it a swing trader. I don't buy stocks for long term. I buy them today, and if I sell them tomorrow, next week, 6 months from now, next year, it doesn't matter. Whenever I get a return on my stocks that I'm happy with, which I actually don't usually go for a really high return, then I'll sell it off and I'll move on to another stock. So in this series of videos I'm going to be creating for this channel, for the most part, all I'm going to be doing is showing you what I'm buying and what I'm selling and the money I'm making. I don't plan on giving any actual real stock advice because I'm not qualified to give that kind of advice. I'm as amateurish as you can get. I don't even put that much effort into it, to be completely honest with you. I have a few guidelines that I follow, I guess my own little system, so to speak, that I use. There's a couple little criteria that I always follow, but I'm by no means doing things properly, and I'm sure as time moves on I'm going to get lots and lots of comments talking about how stupid my way is or different things like that. I'm sure I'm going to get lots of negative people telling me how to do it properly because I'm not doing it properly. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not. Basically, what I do is I go in every day, and some days I don't, but I go in every day and I look at some stats very quickly. I only do it from my phone when I'm waiting in a lineup or if I'm sitting around doing nothing. I'll look at the stats for that day, check out a few numbers. If I see anything that I get interested in, then I may or may not buy it. I have a few rules that I follow, but definitely don't follow any traditional way of buying stocks or any actual proper method. And I'm sure people will be in the chat screaming at me. So I'm prepared for it. I'm prepared for the hate. Please don't hate on me that much, but I'm prepared for it. So my plan for this channel is I'm just going to go in, and whenever I go to buy a stock, I'm just going to go ahead and create a quick video of that stock. I don't have the time or the ability to probably create the video at the time I'm buying the stock. So more than likely it will be when I get back to my computer later on that day or night, I'll go ahead and show you the stock that I bought and why I bought it. And then if I sell a stock, I'll do the same thing. I'll come in later that night and I'll show you the stock that I sold and how much money I made from the stock. Other than the weed stock that I purchased, which as of right now I've lost a fair bit of money on, that was the first stock I've ever bought, I think, online, and it turned out to be a big mistake right now. So I learned my lesson on that one, I guess. At least I hope I did. Ever since then, I have made money on every single stock that I've purchased. Some of the money might have only been $2 because I was just trying to break even and get rid of it because I didn't after buying it, it didn't go where I was hoping it would go, and I just waited to sell it. I've bought stocks that I've had to hold on for upwards of a year before I could sell it for a profit, and I've had stocks that I bought and sold an hour later and made profit on it. All in all, outside of the weed stock, pretty much every single stock that I've ever bought and sold, I've made a profit on. Some of them break even, some of them a small profit, and other stock I've doubled and tripled my money from time to time. But all in all, it's been a positive return on my investment for pretty much every single stock. And my method is really simple. My thought process is very primitive and simple. There is nothing complicated with what I'm doing, and I think that's why I want to create the channel. because the stock market, you can get really complicated into it, and it don't have to be. Yes, I'm fully aware that what I'm doing is risky. That's why I used money. I don't care about losing. And I'm reinvesting the money, so I don't actually take every time I make money, I don't take any out, because I'm using the compounding effect of, if I make 1,000, I spend 1,000, make 50, I spend 1,050 and make 52, and I spend 1,102 and I make, and I just keep compounding the little bit of profits I make on a regular basis, or as often as I can, to go ahead and reinvest that into more stocks. So when I first got into this, I only put in $1,000, and from that $1,000, I only bought $200 worth of stock at a time. That might have been one stock, that might have been 10, but it's just $200. I said, I'll buy $200 worth of the stock, and if I lose the 200, then I still have another $800 to try again, rather than sinking it all into one. Yes, I could have possibly sunk every cent into a stock and tripled my money, or I could have sunk it and lost it all. So I'm not being too risky, but at the same time, I'm trading at least a quarter of the money. So now these days, I'm not making bank doing this. So but now I'm usually focused on spending between 500 and 1,000 whenever I buy into a company, and then as I grow, the more money I make from that, I'll probably bump that up. Well, I definitely will bump that up to 1,500 and 2,000, and just keep going. So as I grow and grow more of money, the higher the amount I will invest into a company, but it's still going to be just a small percentage of the overall balance. So if I got $10,000 in the in my trading account, I'm only going to invest 2,500 at a time, about 25%. Now, if it's something I really have a strong feeling for, I'll invest a bit more. But other than that, I'm just going to invest about 25% of whatever available cash I have in total, my total investment, and what I have in available cash to do it. So if you think you want to follow along with me and do similar things that I'm doing, or just to see how I'm making my money, go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel. I'd love to see you around. And please, if you're an expert or even a really good amateur, don't hate on my method. I'm just doing it for fun, and I'm making money. And that's, at the end of the day, that's all we're here to do anyway. Some take it more serious than others, but I'm just doing it as a part-time hobby. So don't hate on me, and I would love to see you around, and have a great evening. See you later.